let's move on to Chamber of Secrets. Uh, excitement. I guess I'll
Uh,
start off this time for excitement. Uh, talking about the first movie, it was the idea that never really seen this before. Uh, pre-planned 8 straight movies, and the first movie did such a great job that I was excited to go to the second movie and see how much better they do. But I also knew it's maybe like in the back of your brain knowing there's gonna be even 6 more movies after this. At that point, they might not do something amazing with the Chamber of Secrets. I was thinking, oh, there's 6 more movies left. This is probably not going to be the most amazing one. This is not going to be the most exciting one. So I didn't go in with the highest of expectations or excitement going into Chamber of Secrets.
wow, I never thought about it like that. I mean, I was like, what, second grade? Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Excitement. Well, after seeing the first one, you would know I was excited. I was hyped. I was ready to go. This is a high number for a fact.
Uh, you know what I gotta say though? I never watched the trailer for Chamber of Secrets. At least the first time I watched it, I
Oh yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
look at the trailer. And
When did you start using YouTube?
huh?
When did you start using YouTube?
Uh, I mean, of course, I when I was younger, I probably like sparsely used like searched up some video when I was like 7, but I didn't really like start using it as most people do nowadays until I was probably like 11 or 12, maybe 12 or 13, probably.
Yeah. So I don't think I even had like really. I never saw the trailer for this. I this one
I was
shit.
actually surprised that well, yeah, I never did. I was gonna say I was surprised that I never saw it on TV, but then I realized I'm pretty sure this movie came out before I was born.
Yeah.
So uh, I gotta say, if I ever wanted to ask to be born earlier, I would say I would want to be born like maybe 10 to 15 years earlier so I could experience all of the Harry Potter movies as I should, like at the right ages.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I guess like rewatching it, I experienced it again like at those ages. But yeah. Would you like, there are some movies that the next generation has to watch if they want to have a good time, you know what I mean? Like they're lucky, bro, because now you get to watch the entire Marvel movies at home. When we were born, we had like
But
what did we inherit? What good movies did we have?
uh, well, when we were born, of course, we have at least the first 2 Harry Potter movies, the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. Back
Oh
to the
wow.
Future.
We had Yu-Gi-Oh! Also.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of animes that I mean I don't watch anime like that, but
Yeah.
a lot of my friends do, and well, I'm sure that there was a whole bunch that we inherited. What else? We have a whole bunch. The Terminator franchise before it started going into all of these. I gotta say, I think the Transformers franchise is the one that I grew up with. That like, as the movies came out, I was like, oh, saw the trailer. It hasn't come out yet. Now I'm watching in the MCU, of course.
Yeah.
But
I used to have like a bunch of like little Transformer things too.
what I gotta say is, for the next generation, I feel bad actually that watching all of these movies all in like a 1 week span, looking at the Marvel Cinematic Universe, watching all of them in 1 week span, it might be fun, but I doubt it would be as fun as it is waiting a whole year to watch the second movie in the Harry Potter franchise, and then getting the payoff, the wait, and then the
Yeah.
excitement. That is something that a lot of people are probably gonna miss out on for a lot of the big franchises.
Yo, I've never felt more hype in my life until when like part 2 of Harry Potter, because like that's when you were like consciously able, like you were old enough for like, our ages to like
Oh yeah,
understand the hype of this movie. And like,
I gotta
that
say,
movie was a banger, bro. We gotta get to that. Like,
I would say that it did hold the record up until Endgame came out. And knowing how big of a Marvel fan I am, once
yeah,
Endgame coming out, seeing the trailer, I was super hyped to see the movie. And I gotta say, they
yeah.
did a pretty good job. You can probably go back and see more of our opinions on that in a whole bunch of other podcasts at this point.
Endgame. I mean, Marvel Cinematic. It almost feels artificially hype. You know what I mean? Like it's so hype, of course, and it's like, but we all feel. It's not like like there's so many people in that franchise, and it's just so
Yeah.
much. You know, you
What I
can't
gotta
really.
say is for Deathly Hollows Part Two. Well, okay, let's get back on topic for now. We'll get back to this once we get to Part Two. All right,
Uh,
getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
yeah.
Chamber of Secrets. We actually talked about excitement. Let's go ahead and put our ratings down.
Oh, I forgot about these ratings.
Yeah, I forgot for a little bit too. Out of
It was
10.
going off. Um.
And remember, try to think of it solely. Try not to look at your other ratings.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'll go ahead. Plotline. I gotta say, Chamber of Secrets is one of the more I want to say forgettable plot lines, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's a bit more memorable. But it's more forgettable than Sorcerer's Stone, I'll definitely say. And
Was this one where he swallowed the golden snitch?
yeah, oh shoot, that is this
Yeah.
one.
That was really memorable, actually.
Oh yeah, I might have to. What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of another movie. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking
Uh,
about the fifth movie in the franchise, I think, or the sixth. But for now the seeing him come back second year once again, I kind of didn't like the later movies where they what Dundies. What's the family's name again?
Dudley.
Dudleys.
Dudley. That's probably not the family's name. I know that's the kid's name. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it
Uh,
was the family's name.
if it's not the
Dudley.
Dudleys, we'll just keep calling them the Dudleys for now. Uh,
Uh,
Later on when the Dudleys, like the first 20 minutes where you got to see Harry Potter before he got there, I kind of missed it later on. But
Yo,
for
is this one with Dobby?
huh?
Is this one with Dobby?
Yeah, this is the
Yo,
one
yeah.
where Dudley's introduced.
You gotta play the trailers, bro.
Oh, at the end too. Oh, at the end when Dobby, what is it? He saves Harry Potter,
Yeah.
and then
No, after Harry saves
no,
Dobby.
Harry saves Dobby and gives him the sock,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then
Yo, play the trailers, bro. We're forgetting everything about this movie, bro. Yeah,
yo,
bro. My goodness.
oh, this is the one with the first. What's the game called? I'm forgetting so many names.
Who?
What's the name of the game?
Oh, Quidditch.
Quidditch. This is the one with the
Yeah.
first Quidditch match, right? Or is the
Are they
second Quidditch match?
Quidditch in the first movie? But I don't think they ever had a game.
Yeah, they played it, but they didn't go as in depth with the movie as this time.
Yeah.
Well,
And
now that I'm thinking about it, I definitely didn't go in as excited, but the plot line it packs in so much more than I could even remember.
yeah, a lot of memorable moments. And like
Yeah,
even
there.
the beginning, where like,
But
oh, I hated Dobby, bro. Dobby was the most annoying in the beginning. It's like he was messing up Harry's plan. Harry was going good with the
yeah.
Dudley.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
well, in the very beginning when he first showed up at the Dudley's house, I kind of hated him, but then
Yeah.
once he started returning, even before he told we figured out what his plan was, I could kind of tell through the story that he's there for some reason. He's not there being a peasant. So I started to like him a little bit more, and of course I know that Harry is somebody that's gonna get in a whole bunch of trouble. So Dobby is kind of
Yeah,
like
I'm pretty sure.
his guardian angel. Yeah.
I think it was this movie also where they locked him up, like the Dudleys,
Mm-hmm.
and then like Ron had to come up with this flying car,
Oh yeah.
save Harry,
Yeah.
fly to Hogwarts.
Oh my.
and
Wait a
stuff.
second. I'm just starting. Okay, what I'm gonna say is there's a whole bunch. I go back on my original statement of that the
Yo, there's more that happened
forgettability.
though.
There's so much that happened, but
Yeah.
I gotta say something that's
Remember,
gonna
wait, they
bring
went
it.
to the Black Forest, and then the
Bro,
tarantulas.
I forgot about the battle. The battle. Not the battle, but the duel between Harry and Draco. I forgot about that too. So
Oh,
many things happened in this movie.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is gonna bring it down a little bit to me. Despite all of that memorability, the fact that I originally didn't remember it kind of hit it. But the bigger thing is, all of these
I don't know how you don't remember it though, because
isolated.
you saw it like a month ago
I know,
at least.
hold up. But I gotta say, I the they seem a bit loosely connected. And since we are talking about plotline, Memorability definitely gets it up a bit higher, but story, connected story, it seems a bit stringed together at points, I guess I'll say.
I don't know, man. I there's a lot of things, but
All right, let's go ahead.
like,
Plot line. Uh, let's go ahead and vote.
all right.
Okay. Uh, Pacing. I gotta say, even though what I just did say, no, not even though, because of what I just said, because all the stuff seems a bit loosely put together, I gotta say that uh, the pacing could be better. I do think it's slightly better than the original movie, where I was still hooked throughout the entire film, but there are certain points where the pacing seemed random at times.
I mean, I guess maybe you're forgetting what connects them also, you know what I mean?
That might
Because
be, now as we're talking, I have a urge to really go back and rewatch it, even though I just watched it about a month ago.
yeah,
Ah,
I want to watch these all again too, man.
dang man.
You
But
yeah, but do you want to play the trailer in the
oh
background
shoot, yeah, I should probably do that.
just so we can remember some stuff that like is happening? Because
Wait, is this the one where he gets the invisibility cloak in the first movie, right? And then he actually uses it in this movie, correct?
yeah, yeah, I think so.
So many. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to rewatch this movie tonight,
Yeah,
and it's making me hype to rewatch it just because of how many things actually happened.
yeah, I'm forgetting too. And I feel it's not like there's so much things that happen, but like, we're forgetting that this
Oh
happened.
shit.
I think it happened orderly. Like these connect
But
in a
yeah,
way that
yeah,
we're
yeah.
forgetting.
Now I'm thinking, I am remembering how they connect, and that's what I remember how I said I didn't really like the pacing in the original movie because of how long it was. This movie is even longer, but it feels shorter.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
All right, I think I know what I'm gonna pick. I don't need any more convincing. Do you think you know what grade you're gonna give it?
For plot or pacing?
For pacing, we already did plot.
Um, yeah, I know what I'm gonna give it.
All right. Okay. Directorial stamp. Uh, is there anything different about this movie that really makes it distinct from the first one, director wise and style wise? Because I'm thinking I'm just gonna give it the same grade as originally.
Yeah, I think we talked a little bit about it. Um, about how in the Chamber of Secrets, like a couple of scenes maybe
Yeah,
or frame.
I'm gonna give it a different grade, but nothing too drastic because just because of the last scene in the Chamber of Secrets, the battle, I can see that the director really wanted to convey a message in that, and really, he did a great job in conveying the tension of this scene. I'll say that.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think this is hard to look at for me because I mean I think I remember some things, but like I can't really point at it
Hmm.
about some like good choices that they had. Because of course, like they had, I don't think they had any bad choices. But did they go above and beyond? I wouldn't say that. But I do think that they did some better things in this movie than in Philosopher's Stone. So I'm
Okay,
probably gonna give it a little bit of a higher score too.
I already gave it a score. I'll let
Uh,
you go ahead and give it your score while I talk about the payoff.
yeah,
The payoff wise, I did say I didn't go in expecting too much, but the movie did a lot more than expected, and that just helps out with the payoff, I guess. And
yeah,
it it doesn't really do of course it still plays a good role in the build up of the entire franchise, and I'll say it has a it's another plus in the playoff category, payoff category there, but there's nothing too big that I expected, and it's really helping out the rating in my mind.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, thinking of yeah, I agree. Thinking about everything that happened, you know, I knew that I must have. I got more than I bargained for, man.
Yeah. But I gotta say,
So it's like,
I,
yeah, yeah,
it's 2 hours and 40 minutes long. It does not feel like that.
yeah.
I,
And with the cool thing about like how you know a movie is really like good and satisfying is
yeah.
when the excitement and payoff have both high scores, but the
Mhm.
payoff has a higher score than the excitement. That's how you know it.
That's how you know a movie did a great job.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead give our scores for the payoff.
Okay. Uh, Oh, actually, hold on.
Okay,
Alright, I got mine.
okay, I think I got mine too. Okay, I got mine. Now, critical acclaim. Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes and see what they think of the original Harry Potter. No, not the original. We just looked at the original. The second Harry Potter movie. What do we have?
Yeah.
83%, higher than the original.
Yo, I don't know if I can see your screen. Oh, mine is frozen.
I'll just say it out loud. Here it has an 83% critical, and then it has
Yeah.
an 80% audience score with over 1 million ratings. It's nice to see. Let's see what IMDb has. Are you surprised by that, the 83%, and that it's higher than the original?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely not.
I
mean,
actually am. I'm pretty surprised.
I think that Harry Potter got better and better. I think it was really good in the beginning, and I
How-
honestly just think it.
When it comes to IMDb, I will say that I trust IMDb a bit more than Rotten Tomatoes. It has a lower score. This time it's at a 7.4 rather than a 7.6.
Yeah, they lame, but they lame.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me combine these two. 7.4 and an 83. So get out my handy-dandy calculator. And we have a nice old...
We got a nice old down diddly.
Whoa, we're at the exact same score. A 7.85. Critical acclaim, 7.85. They average out. Okay, so now let's go. Let's go with our scores. Excitement.
All right.
I gotta say, a 5 for me.
I gave my excitement a 7. Wow, you lowered your excitement. That's crazy.
Okay. Now,
how can you lower it?
For plotline, I gave it a 6. Wait a second. Wow. Yeah, I gave it a 6. What'd you?
I gave it an upside down 6 with a 9.
Oh.
I gave it a 9.
Okay, so was that a 7.5? Now,
yeah, all the recollections hit me, and I was like,
pacing. I went up this time with a 7.5.
I gave the pacing a 9 as well.
Ah, what is that? 8.25. Let me actually make sure.
I honestly do think I might have I think I might have hyped the pacing a bit too much, maybe.
Maybe
not though.
Maybe. Directorial stamp. I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 6.
Okay, so we're at a 5.5. Payoff. I gave it an 8.
I gave it a 9.
8.5. Just at first glance, it seems pretty close to me. It's tied in a few spots, and Sorcerer's Stone has a bit up on it, and Chamber of Secrets has some up.